Hey, Colabcoaching here yet again to share some wise words of wisdom for the week. It's week number 4 of the Sharing Love series, and actually, this is probably the video in the week that you are probably hoping for. Because this is all about me. This is me, this is my experiences, and this is the lessons that I have learned with sharing love. So let's get into it. But with this being week number 4, this means it's the last week of the series. Hope you learned something. Let me know. Put in the comments what exactly you learned. Maybe you have some more questions, and let's get into it. So, lessons I learned from sharing love. One of the biggest lessons I learned is that sharing love is my choice. And sharing love does not have to look like sharing love for other people. The reason why I say that is because sharing love is such a broad statement. And as I said before, and I've said in my previous videos, that sharing love looks different for everybody. There's different kinds of love, there's different love languages, and there's different ways that people feel comfortable sharing love. Like for me, my type of sharing love is more focusing on what you love, such as acts of service, such as spending quality time. And also, that also means me expressing the kind of love I'm looking for. Quality time for me, touching, cuddling, things of that nature. That's love language for me. Just being held, hugs, something simple. It doesn't have to be as complicated as it could be. So that's my way of sharing love. But through my life, I had to realize that I don't have to go out my way to share love when I'm not ready. A lot of times when you meet certain people, not everybody, certain people expect for you to share love to them in a way that they feel like is best. But at the same time, if it's not comfortable for you and it's not something that you're happy with, you can take a step back. You can take a step back. Like for me, I've had situations where I had friends that they wanted my love. They wanted me to give my all to them. But at the same time, it wasn't reciprocated. They were not being the best friends they could be, and even if we addressed that situation, they still weren't. So those friendships had to disappear. They had to be gone. No harm feelings towards that person, but realizing that this person's not meant for me to share love with. That was one lesson I had to learn. Another lesson is being ready to share love, being ready to share love. It's easy for us to say that I'm ready to share love, but it's another thing for you actually to act it out, right? There's a difference between saying that, oh, I'm ready to love this person. Oh, I feel like I'm loving this person, but at the same time, what does that look like? As I talked about a little bit earlier, people love different ways. So just because you love in a certain way doesn't mean that person is willing to appreciate that kind of love. And that's another reason that you may not be ready to share love. That is why it's always good to take a step back and just think about the situation. Is this person really worth me sharing love? Is this person really that person that I'm really looking for to spend my time sharing my love with or receiving love? You have to ask these questions. Another thing is receiving the love that's being shared. This whole series was about you, but at the same time, receiving love could be difficult as well. A lot of people think that they're ready for love when that person brings their love to them. And it sounds good on paper, but then once you actually receive that kind of love that person is willing to give to you, you might not want that. You might be like, okay, this is a little bit too much, or this is not the kind of love I'm looking for. Maybe they're trying to shower me with gifts, so many, so many, so many gifts, and you're like, I don't really like gifts like that. I don't really want all these acts of services like, oh, I took your car to go get a wash. I like washing my own car, or I like you going to get gas, or I go get gas and then I go to Starbucks and things like that. I go do a little shopping, but that person was like, no, I want to go ahead and get this gas for you because that's my kind of love. And I'm like, I don't want that kind of love. So ready to receive love is important, but also being able to understand, is this type of love that you're receiving right for you? It's easy for us to be like, oh, I'm just going to put up with it, or I'm just going to go with it, or I'm just going to decide that this is the right love for me. No, you have a choice. This is your choice. Sharing love is a choice. Receiving love is a choice. And you should not be able to be manipulated or be forced into sharing that love. So Another story that associates with this. Previous to my current relationship, which I'm happily married, I was in relationships with other people, believe it or not, and I was that person that was smothering the love. I was pushy. I was the person that was, doing too much. I was a person that, oh, they like me. Oh, they care about me. Oh, I have to share love right away. I have to give all this love to them right away. And that's not the case. You could scare a lot of people away with sharing all your love at one time. That goes to my next point. Just because you're ready to share love does not mean you have to share all of your love right away. Give it a little bit. Give a little bit of love. Get a little bit of love. Oh, I care about you. Oh, I think you're amazing. Oh, let's go out to dinner. Let's go on dates. Let's hug. Let's cuddle. Let's take it slow. You don't have to go, oh, I'm in love with you. Let me marry you tomorrow. No, 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 no. Take your time. I didn't take my time, but there was other reasons why those relationships didn't work. But I didn't take my time. But me stepping back and realizing, hey, I kind of shared love a little too fast, too hard, and it was not beneficial for any of us. But at the same time, I learned from those experiences, and now I'm happily married. So another thing that is something that you should always think about when you're sharing love is that, are you willing to prolong this love? You can say that you're ready to share love right now. It could be at this moment in this second, but at the same time, those emotions are fresh, those are new, but you have to realize, is this something you could do at a prolonged lengths of time? The thing that I feel that a lot of relationships fall short on is that we think it looks good at first and that we just gonna look exactly the same way going forward. That is not true. Relationships change. People change in relationships. Things change, and you have to be willing to say, I'm willing to share love with this person despite of all the things that they're changing, goods and bads. I'm not saying they're all bad, goods and bads, but you have to really think about it. Is this exactly who you want to share love with in a prolonged period? And that's what I had to think about as well before I proposed to my wife. So to make this as simple as possible, the lessons I learned from sharing love. One, sharing love should be always a choice. You should not be forced to share love when you're not ready. At the same time, you should be able to receive love at when you're ready. No one should dictate how you share love or when you should receive love, because people love different ways. You can't force anybody to love you the way that you want to love, exactly the same way you can't. Someone cannot force you to love them the way they want to love. It's a choice. Another thing is that you don't have to share all your love right away. You don't have to share all your love right away. I did that before. It could be smothering. It could be possessive. Take your time. Do it little by little. Finally, one important thing that I want you to realize about sharing love is that sharing love is a journey. It takes time. So if you are looking at this person and you think this person is not worth sharing love for a prolonged period of time, take a step back, reassess, and decide if you really want to share the love with that person. Because the objective of it all is that you should be able to share love despite the changes, the ups and downs, because that's what love is about. It's not for a temporary use only. Simple as that. So if you're struggling with these type of things, go ahead and message me. I love to talk about more about my lessons, lessons I learned. Okay, you could definitely contact me on colabcoaching@gmail.com. Also, go to my website, yourcolabcoach.com. I got a brand new revamped website. It looks amazing. Let me know what you think about that. Fill out that relationship survey. Fill out that free 15-minute coaching session so we can talk to each other. I'm ready to talk. And it's a new year, and it's February. This is the time of love. So I know not everybody is in happy committed relationships. People might be going through stuff, and also people might be single at this moment looking for love. I'm here to talk to you about that as well. Also, Facebook Collab Coaching, Instagram Collab Coaching. All my series of my videos are on YouTube, COLAB Coaching. Also, if you're still going through it and you need something to just read this. Fresh Eyes Solve Problems Easier, the Self-Love Relationship Self-Love Relationship Project. I was close. Go ahead. It's on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles. Go ahead and buy it anywhere you find books. If you can't find my book, let me know. It's also an audio book as well. Go ahead and listen to that. Give me a review. Tell me what you think. If you thought it was great, great. If you thought it wasn't good, that's fine too. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Be safe out there. Have a wonderful day. Next week, new topic. Bye.